dealers that will buy some used furniture, that will keep record of you, that know what you had before. Let the service providers help you instead of going out and buying things off Craigslist. The client that we had come in here actually found some great deals in Rochester, rented a U-Haul, drove all the way down to Rochester to pick it up, and when he got there, it wasn't exactly what it was represented online. There were some pictures of the furniture that he wanted, but the other pieces were told that they would match, and when he got there, nothing matched, and it was just a big expense. You know, spent a couple days, rented some equipment. And again, if you have mismatched furniture in your office, it depends on what you do, but if you're trying to hire some talent, if you're having some customers come into your office, really take a look at it with some fresh eyes. You might be giving them the wrong message. And consider the cost of moving things. It can be quite expensive when you're hiring movers. But again, it's an expense that's probably worth it. Lugging around office furniture is heavy. You can hurt yourself. Typically, companies that I'm working with are going through, like I said, some sort of transition. They're firms that were just funded with some venture capital money. They're kind of moving real fast. There are temporary projects requiring temporary employees, swing spaces, disaster recovery. Firms that are moving here, venturing into our market. I've seen a lot of temporary projects where there are folks actually changing over their operating systems or computer systems and putting together big training facilities. And trial sites. Now this is examples of some like larger companies in town that I've worked with, just to give you some examples of what we actually do here. A lot of times, if like ATK was building a new building, and in the meantime they had taken on a swing space before the folks could move to the new building, and they needed to put about 80 people in this temporary space for 12 months until the building was complete. That was perfect for us. We're not looking for long-term at CORT. Anything, like I said, 2 to 24 months. I've done a lot of work with the GSA, the FBI, when the Republicans were in town, worked with the FBI, the Secret Service. That was kind of fun. Hiring centers, if it's anything retail, the W Hotel, we did hiring centers for them, and Dave & Buster's out in Maple Grove. I do a lot with legal. This is a picture of the bridge when it went down, and in the background there's pictures of some trailers. It was actually the command center for the police department and MnDOT. We were down there a couple days after the bridge went down and set up all their operations. So I know we talked about disaster recovery. That's a big part of what we do here. Interesting story, or a powerful story we like to tell is about post 9/11. CORT outfitted 700 offices at the Pentagon within a couple of weeks of the terrorist attack. Around here, we see lots of families coming in after fire, mold remediation, anything where the folks have to get out of their current space. Terrorism, unfortunately, tornadoes. I tell you, in Mid-America right now, we are sending them furniture. They're crazy, working 7 days a week. Vertical markets that I find that are hot right now. I don't know if any of you guys are working with energy. But we do a lot of work with the wind energy, nuclear energy, pipelines, and the runner-up would be education has been really busy for us. Typical office furniture, case goods, seating, filing systems furniture, reception furniture, training, electronics, televisions, refrigerators, the whole 9 yards. We partner with Herman Miller across the country. That's the only systems furniture that we carry. We have to keep things very uniform because we have to be able to share across the country. So all the systems that we carry are, basically 2 feet, 4 feet, kind of cookie cutter, but I can put them together in all different kinds of crazy ways to make it work. And this is kind of the situation that I'm walking into all the time. It's like, how many people can I get in here? As the business is growing and you are planning on moving to that next space, you don't want to buy furniture anymore. Get something in that's temporary until you get to the next space, and then procure what it is that you need.
No,
so
you sell them on a class program.
Yeah. Maybe we should get a wellness person.
Yeah, wellness.
So, yeah. I'll go out, I'll do needs assessment, we'll do space planning for clients. Typically, the process, I'd like to just give you a couple tips The rate is based on the rental term. The longer the term, the less the price. There's a credit application. If it's a new business, it's usually a personal guarantee, but the risk is nowhere near the personal guarantee of your property. I mean, we're personal guaranteeing an office full of furniture. Sign an agreement, we take your first month of the delivery, and we get the furniture out the door. All right, I'm going to just take a couple of minutes to tell you about what the other things are that we do here. CORT does a lot of different things. We have residential furniture. I'm the office furniture gal, relocation services. We rent housewares. We have a clearance center, which is where we're all sitting, where we sell gently used pieces. And then we have a big trade show and event division. So just to give you an idea of who rents furniture, because folks don't understand what we do generally. Usually it's people that are relocating here for business. They're here on a temporary assignment. It could be a traveling nurse. It could be a newly hired CFO transferring in. We see a lot of international folks here, expatriates, come in with their guides. About once a week we see somebody coming in here because they're getting a divorce and need to set up an apartment. I mentioned tornado victims. We stage a lot of homes, work with a lot of home builders, real estate folks, the Twins, the Timberwolves, the Vikings, all those folks, the Swarm. And then we also see a lot of older folks coming up that are snowbirds, and they just set up a temporary apartment here in the summer, and then it kind of goes retro, too. Not everybody lives here and goes to Arizona for a temporary home. Some folks actually live in Arizona and just come here in the summertime and will rent their furniture. Just to give you an idea, a one-bedroom apartment, everything that you need in your one-bedroom apartment rents for about $220 a month. We'll put in the kitchen, we'll, hang the shower curtain, make your bed, whole 9 yards. These folks come in with a suitcase. And the delivery fee is about $125, so it's really affordable. This is the season where all the interns are coming in. It's really busy. All the security people that are knocking on your doors trying to sell you home security, they're all in CORT Furniture apartments right now. Cirque du Soleil, those folks were all around. When you came in, we recently redid our showroom. Our market was identified as kind of a high-end market. There are about 12 markets across the country that carry this high-end line. And it's kind of fun for us because we have some cool furniture now. We have cool art, and I can use this stuff in office, which is fun. Yeah, so fun chairs, big art. We now have like memory foam beds and all these step-up pieces. Because we do, I don't know if anybody saw the interview Oprah did with Ralph Lauren yesterday. A bunch of men in the room, ladies. Well, it was interesting. His whole thing was, you should be able to live a luxurious life, and he kind of wanted to set the bar for that. And in Minneapolis, we kind of have the clientele. There are a certain degree of people in our marketplace that kind of have that as their bar. And we wanted to be able to service them out of our office and have the offering, and now we can say that we do, so it's nice. This is just a little slide about home staging. A lot of folks that are selling their home, either they'll remove their pieces and bring in some of ours, or if it's vacant, we'll go in. Generally, it's nice to get the home staged before you take your pictures and start posting things online. It can really help you sell your home faster. We have Apartment Search here, which is a free apartment locator service. And what folks don't know is that they're doing a lot of touring. They're doing a lot of relocation services. We work with a lot of the big companies in town, driving their folks around, showing them apartments, showing them the schools. And we have Amy and Kate here in our showroom, and they're fantastic. And our events division is the largest events division in the country. Barack is sitting on one of our chairs. The division out in DC does a ton of work, but here locally they come in out of Chicago, and they'll do things like the PGA, the Final Four, the RNC, all that kind of stuff. Most of that furniture comes in from CORT events. And again, the clearance center here, we did the census. CORT had the contract for the census, so we did 536 offices across the country when they counted everybody. And the government specified some really odd product, which, surprise, surprise. So now we're selling it because we just can't. We don't have the capacity to keep it around. So the things that are back here today, the panels, the lockers, 3-drawer file cabinets, all these pieces we're basically liquidating. So if you're in the market or know somebody that is, please send them in. And then this is my tranquility, my last slide. Thank you. Otter Tail Commons. Thank you.